Hello, good morning, and welcome to Breakfast Daily, your favorite morning TV show where we get all of the very important conversations. We bring it your way, we bring you all the analysis, the deep insights, the news review, of course, the entertainment segment, which is a big part of the show, together with sports highlights and more. On this show, we try to address pertinent issues that affect you directly. What a week it's been, right? From Monday up until today, we've come your way with exciting content, with exciting interviews, and we promise to do exactly that today. My name is Jude Duncan. Once again, you're welcome. It's important that we also remind you of all the really big activities that has been happening in the month of October and one's yet to happen. And I'm referring to the Northern Business Fair, which comes off exactly a week from today at the Tamale Sports Stadium. Now, this is a business fair for SMEs. It's a business fair for, startups that have amazing products on display. You want to scale up. You want to, tap into a different business ecosystem. This is for you. And today, let me say that we have an exciting band, ready already in the studio to bring you some exciting performances. Guess what? They will be at the Tamale Sports Stadium for the Northern Business Fair. Everything business is happening there in the Tamale or at the Tamale Sports Stadium next week, and you definitely don't want to miss out on it. In the course of the weekend on Breakfast Daily, weekend and Sunday breakfast, we're bringing you a lot more exciting conversations in relation to the Northern Business Fair. And on that note, it's also very important that I remind you that the month of November still remains the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Why is it important? We look at the statistics, it doesn't make for pleasant reading. The number of people that don't get screened and, as a result, when they are affected with this cancer, it makes the treatment even more difficult, right? So it's important that we remind ourselves of, all of these issues and also emphasize the need to get screened. If you are watching the show right now, you want to text a friend, you want to text a loved one, on the need to ensure that they are screened with regards to breast cancer. And of course, it's also the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Yesterday on the show, myself and Chris Carter had an exciting conversation with Professor Zoran Mitrovic, and we've been trying to do that all through the week, where we bring you important conversations, important tips, and also some insights into how you can keep safe in a digital world. So on that note, we'll try and get a recap of all the major highlights of what has been said with regards to the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Let's take a look at this video.
A stranger says they sent you money by mistake. Do you send it back or lose it all? Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living. Brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Today, we're talking about mobile money. Sending and receiving money just with your phone. It makes life easier, but scammers see it like an open wallet they want to grab. Here's how mobile money fraud works. Scammers use tricks to make you hand over your money yourself. For example, you might get a call from someone pretending to be your telecom company saying, "We need your PIN to fix your account." Or you get a text saying someone accidentally sent money to you and asks for a refund. Sometimes, you'll see a message saying, "You've won airtime or cash. Just confirm with your account." How can you spot these red flags? Real companies will never ask for your PIN or password. Be careful of requests for your PIN, one-time codes, or urgent messages with emotional language like, "Help me quickly." Also, suspicious messages or calls from unknown numbers are a warning. If you think you are being targeted by mobile money fraud, act fast. Never share your PIN or codes with anyone, even if they say they are from your operator. Ignore and delete suspicious messages. Report the scam to your mobile money provider. And check your balance regularly to notice any unusual activity. Here's your action plan. Protect your PIN like your bank card. Ignore suspicious requests and report fraud right away. Mobile money is powerful. Don't let scammers spend it for you. Stay smart, stay safe, stay secure. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV. One call, one text, or one scan. That's all it takes for a scammer to get in. Will you spot it before they do? Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living, brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Today we are talking about online scams and phishing, and how scammers use simple tricks to steal information and money. Scams are everywhere online, in emails, text messages, and social media posts. An online scam is a lie told with technology, and the goal is to take your money, your identity, or your trust. One common scam is a fake online store that takes payment but never sends the order. Another scam invites you to claim a prize, but first it asks for a small processing fee. Some scammers pretend to be someone you love or know, and then they ask for help or money. Phishing is the most common type of scam, and it works like phishing because the message is the bait and your information is the catch. A typical phishing message may pretend to be from your bank and say your account is locked, asking you to click a link to fix it. A delivery message may tell you your package is being held and ask you to pay a small fee to release it. A message that seems to come from a family member asking for money is often a scam, and you should always double-check before sending anything. Phishing looks real because scammers copy logos, language, and the exact style of real messages. Always check who sent the message, because strange letters, extra numbers, or a wrong domain are signs it's not real. Do not click links in messages you did not expect. Instead, open the official app or website yourself to check. Watch for bad spelling and messages that push you to act right away, because rushing you is a common scam tactic. If someone asks for money or personal details, call them on a number you already have to make sure the request is real. If a message makes you feel rushed or emotional, pause, take a deep breath, and think before you act. Here is your action plan. Learn the signs of scams and phishing. Pause before you click. Check the source. And always verify through trusted channels before you send money or personal information. Scammers may cast wide nets online, but you do not have to take the bait. Stay calm, stay smart, and stay safe. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV. It sounds real, it looks real, but it isn't. Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living, brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Today, we're talking about scams that don't just come by email, they come to your phone and even through QR codes. These tricks have special names you should know: vishing, smishing, and quishing. Let's start with vishing, which means voice phishing. This is when scammers call you and pretend to be someone you trust, like your bank, tech support, or even the police. They may say things like, "Your account is at risk, please confirm your PIN," or offer to fix your computer remotely. Remember, never share personal or banking details over the phone. If you get a strange call, hang up and call back using the official number you know. Next is smishing, which is phishing by text message. You might get a text saying, "Your package is waiting, click here to pay the fee," or "Your account will be closed, log in now." Don't click on links from unknown senders. And be careful of urgent messages. If a text looks suspicious, delete it right away. The newest trick is quishing. That's when someone uses a fake QR code to trick you. You might see a QR code sticker placed over a real restaurant's code, but scanning it takes you to a fake website trying to steal your information. Or you might get an email with a QR code asking you to verify your account. Always check where a QR code is from before scanning it. If your phone lets you preview the link before opening it, use that. Don't trust random QR codes you find in public places. All these scams have one thing in common. They pressure you to act fast. The best defense is to stay calm, verify who you're dealing with, and never share personal information without checking first. Here's your action plan. Don't trust phone calls, text, or QR codes without verifying. Hang up, delete, or double-check before you act. Scams come in many forms, but with caution and awareness, you stay in control. Stay smart, stay safe, stay secure. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV. Imagine getting a message appearing to be from a friend, urgently requesting money. Is it really your friend on the other end of the line? Or could it be a scam designed to deceive you? Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living, brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Your social media connects you to friends and family, but it also connects you to scammers. On WhatsApp and Facebook, they use trust to trick you into giving away money or information. Scammers build fake online relationships to win your trust. Then they ask for money. Maybe it's someone you've never met who says they love you after a few days. Maybe they say they need help with travel, an emergency, or money to finally meet you in person. Be cautious if someone you met online moves too fast. And never send money to someone you've only spoken to virtually. On WhatsApp and Facebook, scammers often pretend to be your real friends. You might get a message saying, "Hi, I lost my phone. Can you send me mobile money?" Or maybe your friend's hacked account sends an urgent request for cash. Always confirm by calling your friend directly. And be suspicious of any message that sounds rushed or emotional, even if it comes from a familiar name. Scammers also target people looking for ways to grow their money. They post ads saying, "Invest 100, get 1,000 in 2 days." Or they add you to WhatsApp groups promising guaranteed returns. But here's the truth. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Stick to trusted financial institutions only. Social media scams prey on trust. Protect yourself by slowing down, verifying, and never sending money without checking. Here's your action plan. Be cautious with online relationships. Confirm messages from friends, and avoid quick profit schemes. On WhatsApp and Facebook, trust carefully. Stay smart, stay safe, stay secure. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV. Posting photos, birthdays, or your location online feels normal, but could it be giving hackers the keys to your life? Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living, brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Today, we're diving into social media, the place where we share, connect, and sometimes overshare. Let's make sure your accounts don't become an easy target for hackers. Think about what's on your profile, your birthday, your family photos, even where you live. To you, it's just sharing, but to a hacker, it's free information to break into your accounts or even pretend to be you. Ever heard of someone saying, "My Facebook was hacked"? Most times, it wasn't magic. It was weak security. The good news? You can fix that. First up, passwords. If your password is 12345 or your child's name, hackers will crack it in seconds. A strong password is like a puzzle only you can solve. Mix upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and don't reuse the same password everywhere. Now here's your shield, two-factor authentication or 2FA. What's that? It's when your account asks for something extra, like a code sent to your phone. Even if someone guesses your password, they still can't get in without that second step. It's like having both a lock and a chain on your door. Have you ever shared a photo of your boarding pass or your child's school? Feels innocent, right? But it gives away private details that strangers can use against you. That's why privacy settings matter. They're your filter, deciding who sees what. Check your settings and make sure only friends, not the whole world, can see your personal posts. And remember, once it's online, it's out there forever. Think before you post. Scammers love to pretend. You might see a profile that looks exactly like your friends. Same name, same photo. That's called impersonation. They use it to trick people into sending money or sharing secrets. Or you might get a message that says, "Click this link to win a prize." Sounds exciting, right? But it's a trap. That's called phishing. They want you to click so they can steal your info. Rule of thumb: if it feels urgent, scary, or too good to be true, it usually is. Here's your action plan. Create strong, unique passwords. Switch on two-factor authentication. Lock down your privacy settings. Stop oversharing personal details. Watch out for fake accounts and suspicious links. Your social media is your digital mirror. What you share reflects who you are. Keep it safe, keep it smart, and protect the reflection of you that lives online. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV. A thief can grab your device, and your digital life is at risk. Could it be you? Welcome to A Safer You, your guide to safer digital living, brought to you by Digital Unbounded and Channel One TV. Today, we're talking about something you touch every day: your phone, your laptop, your tablet. The little devices that hold your life, your chats, your memories, your money. You lock your front door to keep your home safe, right? But your phone, your digital front door, stays wide open. Leaving your phone on a cafe table, that's like leaving your wallet in the street and hoping for the best. Let's start simple. Your phone, your laptop, they're not just gadgets. They're valuables. Treat them that way. Never leave them alone in cafes, airports, or offices. If you have to step away, take them with you or keep them where you can see them. Use strong screen locks, like a password or a PIN, so if your device is stolen, nobody can open it easily. And if your phone or laptop has a Find My Device feature, use it. It's like a digital tracker that helps you find your lost device. Even if you're careful, things happen. Phones fall, bags disappear, screens die. Backups are how you breathe easier when life happens. Backing up means making a copy of your important files, photos, documents, contacts, and saving them somewhere safe, like in the cloud or on an external drive. The cloud is like a safe online storage place that you can reach from anywhere. Set your backups to happen automatically so you don't forget. And every once in a while, check that you can restore your files in case something goes wrong. Now here's something important. Backups don't just help if your device gets lost or breaks. They're your shield against something called ransomware. You know when a hacker locks your files and asks for money to unlock them? That's ransomware. But if you have a backup, you don't have to pay. You can simply restore your files from your backup and keep your money safe. Here's your action plan. Keep your devices close and in sight. Lock them securely with strong passwords or PINs, and back up your important files regularly. Don't give thieves or hackers the upper hand. Protect your devices and protect your data. Stay smart, stay safe, and stay secure. A Safer You is brought to you by Digital Unbounded in partnership with Channel One TV.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smokes and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel One TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel One TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
Janice River, where you chana somoni. Allah sayena ba muteni. Emuteni mo andi upolo. Apata una unkula no mamande mo. Intini lanande no bangakana mama. Ayina pire mo, ayira pampama yenti zamtizira. I love you from the first time I set my eyes on you. I love you from the first time I set my eyes on you. Mara bibi sizome, bona sang bona pome. kunyi gani baza mati manyata niraka boy lenda la woman na wa batmala humbana na say you fall in love once in life, but that cannot be true. Every time I see you, I fall in love all over again. Me pewa sam dodo, bibia ya me fa dodo. Me nimsa debre na pami, na so na mayiwu. Nyanto nyaloloto awo nyaje misumo boye minim se baby awo wa na subedi wenti abaho. I love you from the first time I set my eyes on you. I love you from the first man. Wakana umati mabuta sela sula umaboma surikua. The way you did, I never see woman like you. I go follow you there. Make them call me Momo. Them say they chop my money. I know they care me they talk. Sapa say you can see her. They are no ye man do for TNT. The way you did, I never see woman like you. I go follow you there. Make them call me Momo. Them say they chop my money. I know they care me them talk. Sapa say ya besia. They are no ye man do for TNT. Thank you. Sure. Hello, sorry. Dilena, popo pani, nanga fin. Abadani, ala sangon di dani momo. Eyire muibe, numuyemo. Nkomi wo, kawa mukweyo malumotem. Anatula nanzitem. Ayemutaye no yefali anatlana zeta anga uwe malaka mutulu bai teporo asogoro kwemuje azeneka akwena ambere mukudani bontuma mata ibedanto ze kwena kataraka adambawa ba kwena katarayo kwena kataraka ane wulana lawanda dabeda kwena kataraka andaba wanaya kawudondaga kwena kataraka ujisonoi oratane nabino olamutindi jagale otandi nabino izange mbanta yare tete sibawa nabiri ansono su tutoroyimo Zulia kwera nemo ata techa apa Wala Isang yarin dan tempera si bawal amon konto Banti amo alansa tatani mambremona Amba wana yalo bangaman na la kultun tambrene Untu bagona fifi kula no kapote Yiso yuba fiamo sake kulo wantana latam Bibandona bache, Kuyana daddy se buirane. Bedona love se be everything you ratabalaba. Sono, owe ola sono mo, sono mo. 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 Catarata Nabo Thank you. We continue. Okay. Tantin Osiwan bell say no be super Tantin Izan kedi Tantin wena Won't bala no don't de la It was smoother Love and caring You don't know what happened Love turning to hatred You wish you had never met that person Then there'll be no need to impress, no need to want, no need for loving, no need for crying over, no need for heartbreak, no need for pain and tears, no need for crying yourself to sleep. No, no, no. No, don't deny. Tantin, Izan Kedi. Tantin, I see one pal say no be super. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm alone. I don't know what to do. Izan Kedi, Yakeda. Kayochi, Kafo, Kayochi, Kafo, Yakara, was so bound, Zeno Bisuko, and yes, when in your dinner was soon, was a woman, a wakuma with your money in the Wilson, Kafo, Yakara. Thank you.
Wow.
Amazing. You know,
Michael
breathtaking
Adamba.
too.
Hey, what a performance.
You know, I'll say to myself that, you know, if you left the band for another hour, they would have gone non-stop.
True,
You
true.
know.
And it would have simply been amazing. I mean, I love the vibe. You see, well, down here we're used to, you know, the Afro beats and all that. But see, when you get this kind of vibe from other parts of the country,
Authentically African.
it's original. It's original, and it feels so good listening to them. And it's a beautiful way to start the show this morning. Thank you guys for staying with us, and of course, choosing us this hour. I am Nana Tufo. This morning, I'm here with
Jude Duncan.
All right, so we're going to go straight into it. We're going straight into the newspapers for this morning and bring you some of the headlines that are making the front pages of the various dailies. The News Center newspaper is here. Big story. Experts identify fintech gaps. Call for market-aligned reforms. Clearer rules, API-driven credits, marketplace, digital credit framework, among others. All right, then you also have Telecel clarifies its role in 80s operations. Gold Board rakes in $8 billion from 81.72 tons of gold. Where is the gold coming from?
Big question. For the Chronicle, on the back of what you just mentioned, also have an interesting headline here. They say Bahamas Gold Board performing wonders, and there's a big exclamation mark. Also here, Alan Cash, UP Plus. So is it UPP or UP Plus?
You see, the thing that they are doing.
Charlie, so,
But they are calling it UP Plus, but the name of the party is United Party, basically.
and the plus is also P.
Yes.
So to shorten it is UPP.
But Solomon Owusu was on the Channel 1 newsroom last night.
Yeah,
we
I
were speaking
followed.
to a number of issues on this, but I mean, I still didn't get clarity on the name. So maybe
They
perhaps
need
we need to
come back
engage
again.
them further.
I'm sure this
and then
weekend they'll be on some of the big
Yeah,
platforms
yeah.
talking about it. So Alan Cash UP Plus takes off. Also here, Telecel Ghana refutes misleading claim over 80 Ghana deal. Moving on to the Herald newspaper, Finance Ministry accused of starving Parliament of cash. Some other stories, co-accused 10 prosecution witness in Edubuahin's multi-million-dollar NSB fraud trial. Can you imagine? Too much. And
Sometimes the headlines
yeah, but like, you know, nobody saw it coming. Like, co-accused
Yeah.
is now testifying
Yeah.
against,
Yeah.
you know, or witness for the prosecution. Also on the front page, Energy Minister applauds MPA for keeping Ghana's fuel supply stable. And the DVLA rolls out RFID number plates for vehicle security, revenue protection. The Custodian newspaper also here, big front page story. Ablakwa runs propaganda abroad, while 2,470 Ghanaians face deportation. Also on the front page, MPP has no reason to drop Baumia for the 2028 election. Former Communications Director Nana Komia there. And Okoboy, he's been in the news. Is he a CSO or is his own?
In fact, I don't even understand what exactly it is. And I'm not sure if it's modus operandi. You announced that you're having a press conference without inviting the press.
No, I think you put it out on the social media that everyone was
So that
invited.
we'll pick it up and then we will come because it's a public service announcement.
Maybe the organization didn't go down well. You know, it's now new, so I'm sure in the coming weeks.
Yeah, so
and
he's riding
months
on topical issues to promote whatever it is he has started.
it's a civil society organization,
Very well.
even though it's political.
Very well. Dr. Bernard Okoboy, good
and to
morning to
focus
you.
on health issues,
Right.
you know, the health sector.
Yeah, he's a medical
Yeah,
practitioner.
a medical
so-
doctor, yeah, and a
Very
former
well.
health minister.
Very well.
So Okoboy demands update on Agenda 111 projects, and these are the big stories on the Custodian newspaper.
All right, I'll take you to the Ghanaian Publisher. Big story. Gold Board small-scale gold exports hits $8 billion. And then the Ablakwa one is also captured here on the front page of the Ghanaian Publisher. Ablakwa wobbles. Ablakwa wobbles as U.S. moves to deport 2,470 Ghanaians.
Wow.
Hey, okay. Okoboy demands update on Agenda 111. Lumba widow case adjourned to October 28. And you have KGL fuels NLA's growth. The Inquisitor is here. I'll take you to the Inquisitor. Front page says NPP flag bearership due. Ken shades DMB for conceding defeat in 2024. Then you have newly recruited nurses to be paid in November. That's according to the Health Minister, Kwabena Minta Akando. KGL sustains NLA supports national development. And Energy Minister eulogizes NPA boss. And it comes with a picture of John Abdullah Jinapo and, of course, Godwin Eduji Tamaklo.
Amazing.
Right,
so just very brief headlines on the Catholic Standard.
Right.
Mr. Attorney General, please, are you aware of Act 995? And that's a question mark. Yeah, on illegal mining.
Right.
Yeah, interesting.
Very well. Interesting one. The Informer says, NPP Standard Bearer Contest. Reward my sacrifices. Baumia to delegates. UN raises alarm over lapses in Ghana's food supply chain. This will make for an interesting read.
You should bring it to us.
Yes, UN raises alarm over lapses in Ghana's food supply chain.
You know, first it was our cocoa. Then now, if you listen to Kenashibe, they say that even now our gold might be rejected on the world market because it's tainted.
Exactly.
You know,
it's like the blood diamond.
Yeah. So there was also the cocoa issues with the European deregulation law, which said that if you were, you know, producing cocoa in areas that had like issues like illegal mining, deforestation, you know, your cocoa would have some issues on the market. And now we are hearing it with our...
Yeah, with our food. So on the food supply chain, the UN is raising alarm over lapses in our food supply chain.
See how it goes.
Very well. 9 SOEs make consistent profits. That's according to SIGA. Comes with Professor Michael Pesa-White's picture. And then you have government pledges to deepen collaboration with private schools. So that's the Informal newspaper.
CityNewsroom.com, big story here. BOG interventions target market stability, not city manipulation. That's coming in from the governor, Dr. Johnson Isiama. A Sibe entry gift to Awari to face court today over NSA ghost name scandal. Health Ministry denies withholding funds for La General Hospital project. Ghana is on track, will sustain the gains. Ato is forcing, tells global investors. Ghana's food production system faces serious gaps, UN warns. And also here, recruitment into security services will be merit-based, not politics.
As a certificate,
Yeah. How do you know?
Oh, that's not chairman. I mean,
No,
he's on a thank you talk.
No, you be hard guy. The fact that you can just use the headline to guess where this is coming
it's
from.
on a thank you talk.
No,
He's
you've been
saying
doing
a
that
lot
job for a
of
long
things. Yeah. So someone is on a thank you talk, someone is working.
They do keep up.
Yeah.
Keep it. You know.
Interesting political
I'm
space.
telling you. UP Plus will break the MPP NDC duopoly, unite best minds to govern Ghana. And there's also a GSS report on food insecurity, and it says in Ghana, food insecurity rises to 13.3 million. And for finally here, AG drops charges against third accused in 49 million Edubuahin trial.
Interesting one. We'll get into the details thereof. But I'll take you to channel1newsonline.com to bring you some stories from there. This morning, the portal is leading with Ghana's economic recovery on track. Ato Forcing assures global investors. Then you have Edubuahin trial. Third accused set to testify against ex-NSB boss. It's interesting now if you look at how all this whole thing is playing out. You know, the original charge sheet was signed by the Attorney General himself, Dominic Ayine. And then the notice of withdrawal, as in the charges being withdrawn against the third accused, was signed by his deputy.
But they are working
Dr.
together. They work together, so his boss can instruct him to sign it and it will still carry the same effect. Once it's coming from, you know, the
same
principal
office.
Legal or chief lawyer for government.
But it's interesting how the political actors are playing the whole thing out. If you listen to the commentary and how they are reading meanings into all this. But we'll be in court today to follow up on this particular matter and, of course, to bring you updates on how the whole case is panning out in court. So stay with us here on Channel 1 Television as well as 97.3 City FM. We'll bring you all the details of this particular case. Right. Now, other stories on the channel1newsonline.com. Free SHS, 994 cedis per student, a good start for private schools. That's according to NACOPS. That's the Ghana National Council of Private Schools. They say the 994 cedis per student is a good start. United Party will appeal to disgruntled NPP members. Political analyst. This is a political analyst speaking. I listened to some commentary somewhere. And, you know, the original UP was, a coalition of other parties. So there are low and...
So that's how come, for example, Dombo from you know, the North became a part of.
Exactly.
You know,
so the argument is that the original United Party was for unity, but this is a breakaway from the NPP. So it's interesting that a United Party is actually a division.
A breakaway as well.
Breakaway.
No, but they're trying to form a coalition, right? So I like even the political analyst is saying in this headline you've mentioned to us. So and there are a lot of disgruntled NPP members.
True.
You know,
As
so
it states now,
if
yeah.
they are able to bring some of them together, you
yeah.
know, who knows?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch this space and how
But
it
do you
plays
feel
out. You know,
we are ready for a third force?
Is it a question of being ready or a question of the relevance of a third force? Because I think this duopoly should be broken.
Really?
This duopoly should be broken. You see, we run a winner-takes-all system. So there's this, if you like, confidence or assurance that, okay, all I have to do is wait it out. 8 years, I'm coming back.
But not quite. You've seen, you know, governments lose the first term. You know, after their first term, we saw them lose an election by very serious, you know, margins. So, for example,
I see the circumstances will not be the same. I'm sure you're referring to Mahama 1.
Yeah.
Yes, but Mahama 1 was on the back of Mills Mahama. You get it?
Okay.
So it's that.
So it was still an 8 years
exactly.
of NDC.
You get it. So it's interesting how the political space in this country is. And I'm saying that this duopoly, if we're going to run an actual democracy, this duopoly should be broken. There should be a third alternative or a second alternative to the two. So
but
that
do they
at
have
least
the resources?
that is what they need to. I mean, now that they say they have the license, they are now officially a political party. But you see, the requirements of having a valid license to be a political party, have we checked if they have offices across all 276?
So there are three ways they look at it. So, for example, the man, the moment, and the machine.
Right.
So the man is clearly Alan Tremantin, who's doing
Definitely,
the show.
no
He
two
has
ways about
Sadiq,
it.
he has YB supporting.
Yeah.
The moment, is it time for a third force?
That's what I'm saying. It is. It's always been.
And
We
the
just
machine,
downplayed it.
do they have like the resources?
That's
As
where-
you're saying,
that's where the
regional
question is.
offices, you know,
Constituency
it's-
reps.
it's-
I see,
it's-
but I like the
it's
thinking because you
serious.
see, it was an independent movement. Then they went on to form an alliance, and now they formed a political party. You see, we are not, just as you asked, if we're ready for a third force or it's time for a third force. Same way we're not ready for an independent president. You get
when
it?
Alan ran in
Exactly.
2024.
But now he has a political party. He's going to field parliamentary candidates.
As to whether they have the machine, you know, the machine to do that, time will tell.
I'm sure they'll put all that in place. But yeah, let's quickly look at some other headlines on the front. On the web portal, channel1newsonline.com. GES to pay outstanding salaries of 6,249 staff by November. We understand they've received financial clearance for that. We'll break the duopoly, United Party declares. And that's a bold declaration.
Do you think it
understand?
will happen in your lifetime?
Well, I'll count myself lucky to see that. But I mean, if you look
in
at
the last election, we had about four independent candidates. You
Yeah.
know, so clearly,
put together, what was their percentage score?
I'll have to dig up the numbers.
It wasn't really.
But you see, my point is that the election scene is fast changing.
Indeed.
You know, a lot more young people are coming on the roll.
True.
You know, a lot of the things we used to know about how Ghana's election cycle worked is changing. So I think sooner than later, we might see a very strong force emerge.
We look forward to it. We look forward to it. I need somebody to give the two a good run for their run. So we look forward to it. Anyways, Telisa rejects minorities' misleading claims over 80 Ghana deal. Bawumia far ahead of his competitors. That's according to Nana Komia. Alan's Movement for Change rebrands as United Party. Court adjourns case over Daddy Lumba's widowhood rights to October 28. United Party rejects NPP's amnesty offer. Okay, so I'm sure this is coming from the interview with Sadiq Boniface.
Yeah, on Eyewitness News.
When
with-
Sami Wiafe asked him whether the moves by the NPP to bring back disgruntled members. He says that they were sacked. That in the letter that was given to them, they were told that they had lost their identity. So
one member of their party, right, Solomon Owusu, who is also their communications director,
Exactly.
you know, he one time said that the NPP, you know, they left NPP when they were in government. What makes them think that they will come back
in opposition? Oh, Charlie. Anyways, just two more. Galamsey Fights needs a collective effort from Ghanaians. That's according to Seth Champon. And then Nilanti Vanderpoy says Mahama has been sincere in Galamsey Fight. Let's support him. So yes, go online, channel1newsonline.com as well as citynewsroom.com, and you get the details of these stories and several others. But you can also download the Channel One News app from the Google Play Store and literally walk the news. Have the news in your pocket. Stay updated with relevant, factual, accurate information as is updated on the Channel One News app hosted on the Google Play Store. Download same, install same. Quite easy to use, simple, user-friendly interface. You shouldn't have any challenges at all. Yep.
So that's it.
But we have an interesting show for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll begin some, if you like, informative conversations. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Doja be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Verna is clean, fresh and safe. I'm holding my Verna bottle. No plastic seal, no worries. Open and hear the sound like that sound means it's fresh, no trick, no plastic seal, but it's still pure. Cool and clean, you can be sure. Verna leads the brighter way. What takes my doubt away? If it clicks, it's Verna. If it clicks, it's clean. Sip it, feel the difference. Verna water, pure and green. Click, open, sip. Click, open, sip. Chalet Verna, no stress, just sip. Just sip.
This advert is FDA approved.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smokes and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Terminus Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel One TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensah.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel One TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel One TV and let's grow together.
Full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Amadu sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you are in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritizes only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Amadu on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel One TV.
Welcome back. We're still in the month of October. It's Pink October, and we're asking that you get checked, get tested. All right, be aware and take action regarding breast cancer. We don't want to lose any lives to breast cancer. All right, now it's time to have a conversation. Now, in any growing democracy, right, it is important to foster a culture of transparency and accountability. Now, you need to marry this with the constitutional rights to access to information. These are the basic underlying principles that gave birth to the Right to Information Act, which was passed in 2019 by Parliament and assented to by the then President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This act also birthed the Right to Information Commission. The commission is 5 years, and so we want to have a conversation regarding the growth and, of course, if you like, the work of the commission. Joining us to have this conversation is Stephen Owusu. He's the General Manager, Legal Department at the Right to Information Commission. Counsel, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Nana.
Right, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Thanks.
Now, let's look at the Act itself, Right to Information Act 2019. Run us through this act briefly.
Okay, so the Right to Information Act is that law passed by Parliament in 2019 to set out the procedures by which persons can enjoy one of the fundamental human rights and freedoms enshrined under the Constitution of Ghana. That is the 1992 Constitution. So when you go under Chapter 5 of the 1992 Constitution, the whole Chapter 5 deals with fundamental human rights and freedoms. And Article 21, Clause 1F, which falls under the Chapter 5, there's a right created called right to information. So the Constitution had done its bit, but we needed a law that would spell out how persons could enjoy this constitutional right. And that is how come the Right to Information Act was passed in 2019. So basically, it is an act to see to the implementation of the constitutional right of access to information and to promote transparency and accountability, as you did mention in your introduction. So in sum, that is what the Right to Information Act
Right,
is about.
but if the Constitution already provides or grants this right, why the need to pass another law to enforce it?
Okay, so the Constitution will give the right in broad terms, but we will need a legal framework that would provide the details of how persons can enjoy the constitutional right. So, in fact, the Right to Information Act is one of the laws we have in Ghana that took so long in coming. In 1997, and this is to answer your question, in 1997, the Institute for Economic Affairs, IEA, decided to test that constitutional right of access to information. So they made an application to the Bank of Ghana for certain pieces of information. They were denied. And that denial actually kick-started agitation for us to have a legal framework, a legislation that would spell out the modalities by which persons can enjoy the right to information act. So if you look at the history of the act itself, your question will be answered. It was because of that denial, that the IEA and other civil society organizations that came together to form the Right to Information Coalition felt that we needed to show us the way we could enjoy that constitutional right to information.
Good stuff. Now let's look at, now we have the act has been passed, it's been assented to, but it gave birth to the commission. So what is the mandate of the commission?
When you go under Section 40 of the act, it establishes the Right to Information Commission and gives it the mandate to protect, to promote, to monitor and to enforce that constitutional right of access to information. So that is the mandate of the Commission, to protect the right to information, to promote the right to information, to monitor the right to information, and to enforce the right to information. So everything the Commission has been doing so far within the last 5 years is geared towards this broad mandate of protecting, promoting, monitoring, and enforcing right to information.
Right. So let's look at the practicality of saying, I need information from an institution, say a ministry or a government agency. Do I route this request through the commission, or I will make the request directly? When I'm denied is when I fall on the commission?
Yes. You first have to apply to whatever institution you think holds the information.
Right.
And when you are denied, that is when you come to the commission. But having asked this question, let me use the opportunity to educate viewers. When you go under Section 18 of the law, it makes provision for the application process. And it's a very simple process, actually. It says that your application must be in writing. So any form of writing. It could be email. It could be writing in ink.
Pen to paper.
Yes, pen to paper, so to speak.
Right.
And in your written application, you must be able to describe the information you are looking for. It's fair, just so that the public institution can get the information for you. You must also indicate the manner of access. How do you want to be furnished with the information? Is it by photocopy? Is it by scan? Do you want to be invited to come and inspect the information? So you must indicate the manner of access. Then you must attach proof of identity. So it could be your Ghana card. Okay, and then you must sign or thumbprint. But
The,
then
the
in ca-
identity
okay.
bit, is this because the right is reserved for Ghanaians only?
No. In fact, section 1, subsection 1, the very first provision of the act says that a person has the right to information.
Okay, so
it
it
does
doesn't
not
qualify.
discriminate
Does not describe
on
right.
any grounds. And we've been explaining this. Okay, we've been explaining this. So a person is a person. Okay, a person can be a Ghanaian or a foreigner. A person can be a male or a female. A person can be an adult or a child. There's no discrimination. Okay, so after complying with this application process, let me add, even before I continue, assuming you are applying on behalf of another person,
okay,
then aside what I have indicated so far, okay, there's also the added responsibility for you to indicate the capacity in which you make the application on behalf of that person.
Okay.
And then you submit this application to the public institution. But you know, I began by saying that application per section 18 of the law has to be in writing. But that does not also mean that if you cannot write, you are excluded. Okay. When you go under section 18, subsection 2 of the law, it makes provision for persons who cannot write, either due to illiteracy or disability, some form of disability, to walk to the public institution, then speak to an officer called the information officer. So every public institution under the law has to have an information officer whose duty is to receive the application on behalf.
Ideally.
Yes. Ideally, we will come to that. Okay, whose duty is to receive the application on behalf of the public institution and take steps to respond to the application. So this person who cannot read or write has to walk to the institution, speak to this information officer, tell the information officer the information he or she is looking for. And it is a duty of this information officer to take down the oral application in writing and then read over and explain to this person, to this applicant, in a language the person understands.
Right.
And then there must be a witness.
Okay.
A witness around who would then endorse on the face of this oral application, which has been taken down in writing, that indeed I was there when the applicant came and made the oral application, which the information officer took down in writing and explained to the applicant in the language the applicant understands. And the applicant appeared to have understood before either signing or thumbprinting. We lawyers call this a jurat.
Okay.
Okay, so for those who cannot write, either by reason of illiteracy or disability, this is the process put down by the law. So nobody is left out. Now, when the public institution receives this application, acting through the information officer, the public institution has 14 days within which to take a decision on the application and serve a notice on the applicant. And the notice could be that, yes, after examining your application, we think you are entitled to the information. And so the public institution, through the information officer, will tell you how much you have to pay for the information, because there's a fee.
Right.
And then the decision may also be that we think you are not entitled to the information you are asking for.
But how do you determine that?
Okay. So there are exemptions under the law.
Okay.
And the law requires that if the decision is that an applicant is not entitled to the information, the information officer has to give a reason.
Okay.
The information officer doesn't just say that we think you are not entitled. There must be a reason assigned. The decision may well be that, well, after examining your application, we think you are entitled to only parts of the information you are asking for. In which case, the information officer will have to give a reason why the other part cannot be given. So after serving this notice on the applicant within 14 days, if the applicant is dissatisfied, the law says that the applicant has the right to appeal to the head of the institution in an internal review application. And when the head receives this internal review application, the head of the institution has up to 15 days within which to take a decision.
Right.
assuming the head does not respond at all, the law says that it should be deemed an affirmation of the information officer's decision to deny access. Okay. And then the applicant can come to the Right to Information Commission.
Right, very well. So the information officer has 14 days to respond.
Yes.
And then if it goes for a review up to the head of the institution, he has 15 days.
15 days. But you know, between the time of the information officer decision and the time an applicant makes an internal review application, the law says that the applicant has 30 days within which to make the internal review application to the head. And when it gets to the head, or after the internal review application, the head has up to 15 days.
Right. We'll look at the ideals, the ideal situations in this matter. What should be, according to the law, what exists now, and how we are dealing with that. We'll go into it. But let's look back 5 years now since the Commission's establishment. What would you say has been the most impactful achievement of the Commission?
For us at the Commission, we think the knowledge about the law we have been able to impart, and it's an ongoing process, we have been able to impart so far to the people about the Right to Information Act, what their rights and obligations are under the Act. For us, that is the biggest challenge, because more and more people are now getting to understand, appreciate the law. Now, this is a human rights law.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. And so we rolled out right from the get-go. We rolled out a massive sensitization as a law. In fact, that is part of the Commission's mandate under Section 45 of the law, as part of the promotion of right to information, to sensitize the public. So we visited all 16 regions. And everywhere we go, we hold a forum, a public forum, and we invite a cross-section of the public, from school students to market women, all public institutions, media houses. And we engage them, we take our time, we do PowerPoint presentation, taking the public through every section in the law, explaining, giving examples, and allowing them to ask questions. So we've told all 16 regions. And aside that, we've been doing institutional sensitization, which I said is an ongoing exercise, where we avail ourselves to public institutions to sensitize management and staff. So it's an ongoing exercise. Even as I speak, today we have a section of our officers going out to some institutions to sensitize management and staff. We have a whole department in charge of that. We call that department Enforcement, Investigations and Compliance Department. So they sensitize. So for us, that is our biggest achievement, to get more and more people to understand the law. And we say that we are making a huge impact in that respect because of the volumes of application that public institutions are receiving and the complaints we've been receiving. The more complaints we receive, it means more and more people are using the law. Okay.
I was going to ask about how you gauge that.
Yes. And so, as I said, that department, the EIC, Enforcement, Investigations, Compliance. Okay, so they also go out to monitor compliance. And under the law, when you go under Section 77 of the law, okay, it gives a mandate for public institutions to compile annual reports on their right to information activities and submit same to the Commission. And the Commission has up to 30th June of every year. That's what the law says, to present a report to Parliament. And that should tell you how Parliament views the law. So every year, Parliament expects us by 30th June to report to them on the progress made so far. Okay, so under Section 77, we receive annual reports from all public institutions regarding their right to information activities within the year. So from the data, we are able to gauge the progress, how people are using the law. We use a lot of matrices to judge how people are using the law. So that is one of our biggest achievements. And as we speak, we are 5 years, but for the past 2 years, we've been in Kumasi for the Ashanti region. So we have an office there. We are in Sunyane, Opono. We are in Bolga, and we are ready to move to Cape Coast. Okay, but for financial constraints, by the end of this year, we should have been ready to roll out in 5 more regions. Okay, but because of financial constraints.
Do you generate funds internally?
Under
And
section,
how?
Yes, under section 60 of the law, there are 3 sources of funds for the commission. So budgetary allocation, we are a public institution, so what we get from the government, which thus far has been the main source of funds for the commission.
Adequate?
Certainly not. We are in Ghana. There's no public institution. There's no public institution
That is adequately
that
resourced.
it gets enough. It gets enough. Well,
But
we
it,
are-
at the survey, if like the disbursements timely.
again, we are not isolated. Okay. When I complain, it means all public institutions are complaining. Mhm. Okay. There's always room for improvement. We can always expect to have things done better. But of course, we also know that hundreds of public institutions are feeding from the same bowl.
Yeah.
So, okay. So the budgetary allocation is one of the sources of funds under Section 60, and then we have administrative penalties.
Okay.
So the Act gives the Commission the power to impose administrative penalties on defaulting public institutions. Okay. So far, we've been imposing administrative penalties. You've been following the news. Okay. You hear the Right to Information Commission slapping administrative penalty on Ghana Police, on the NIB, and those institutions. So we've been imposing administrative penalties. But let me hasten to add that so far, since 2022, when we started imposing administrative penalties, we've not been able to access any part of it because there are formalities we need to go through to get clearance from the finance ministry as to how much of it we can keep as internally generated funds for the activities of the commission. We have not been able to cross that hurdle yet. So,
Why? Since 2022?
Yes.
The 3 years?
Yes.
And
yes.
it's just unnecessary bureaucracies. What is causing this delay?
Yes, we sent our letter, okay, somewhere last year, okay, but the approval didn't come. This year we are following up, okay, and then we've had series of engagements, but we are picking positive signals from the Minister for Finance that we will soon get the clearance. So, in fact, everything we have collected so far by way of administrative penalties is there, it's intact.
Where?
Okay. There's a lodgement account. It's part of the procedure. Okay, you don't keep it. You lodge it because it doesn't belong to you yet. Okay, there has to be determined how much of it you can take and how much you go into the consolidated fund.
Right.
Okay, so there's a lodgement account for that. Okay, and then the third source of funding.
Sorry, are you able to give us an idea of how much has been lodged so far?
Yes, so far roughly, okay, top of my head, let's say close to 4 million Ghana cedis.
You don't say.
I mean it.
Administrative penalties.
Yes. And I'm the head of legal. That is my duty for the commission. Okay. To go to court to enforce the administrative penalties imposed on institutions when they are not paying. So as I speak, last 2 days I was in court. On Monday I was in court. Well, on Monday alone we had about 6 cases.
Wow.
Okay. Yes. So. So far, top of my head, about 4 million Ghana cedis. Then the third source of funding per Section 60 is donations.
Okay.
Donations. So we always try to see how best we can get other sources of funding from well-wishers to supplement whatever we've been receiving from the government so far.
Obviously, in any human institution, or any human endeavor, there will be some challenges, some setbacks.
Yes.
So what has been some of the challenges in the implementation of the RTI law?
Okay, I think I just finished with the very first one.
The funding.
Yes, we should always be the first one since we are a public institution.
Right,
Funding
right.
is always an issue. Because, Nana, you know what? You look at the nature of the commission and the commission's mandate, and it's in everybody's interest that the commission becomes totally independent. Of course, the Act says we are independent. Okay, so we don't answer to any institution. We are not under any ministry. But then your true independence should also come by way of funding.
True.
Okay, so it is our hope that a time will come when we will be in a position to wean ourselves off government funding, okay? Because yes, we are independent. So far, we've demonstrated that independence. But in as much as you continue to feed from the government pot, okay, even, you see, by way of perception, people may not think you are that independent, but we are, okay? And so that is our hope, that a time will come when we will be able to generate enough funds and then wean ourselves off.
Right. Okay. So now I think we can zoom in into the 5-year anniversary. What's our theme for the year, and what accounted or what went into the formation of this theme?
Okay. So the theme for the 5-year anniversary is RTIC. That is Right to Information Commission. RTIC at 5. Okay. Championing transparency and accountability through access to environmental information in a digital era.
Okay.
A mouthful.
Yeah, but two things stand out for me in there. Environmental information and digital era. Right.
Yes. So the United Nations has set aside 28th September every year as the International Day for Universal Access to Information.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And since the Commission came into being, we've been joining the UN to celebrate this day. In fact, last year, Ghana hosted the event, and that was the first time an African country was hosting it. This year, it was held in the Philippines, I think.
Okay.
Manila. We joined the international community. The theme for this year's IDUA Day, we call it IDUA Day, International Day for Universal Access to Information. The theme for this year's IDUA Day bordered on environmental information. So we decided to flow along with that theme, okay? Environmental information in a digital era. And we think environmental information, because it is topical.
True.
Because it is topical, that is why the UN deemed it the appropriate theme to use for this year's International Day for Universal Access to Information. And back home in Ghana,
of course,
okay, we can relate.
True.
We can relate, okay? True. There's the biggest menace now we've all been discussing, trying to find solutions to, is the Galamsey menace.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the environment, aside the impact of Galamsey on the environment, we survive on the environment. So the environment gives us survival when it comes to climate change.
Yeah.
You see, when it comes to sustainable use of our resources, everything borders on how we manage our environment. So we think that it is important the Commission takes this up, educates the public to know the essence of keeping the environment, and to know the institutions that are accountable for managing our environment.
Right.
And to empower them with the act to go to these institutions, request for information. That is one aspect of the fight we seem to be ignoring. Yes, the government and policy makers may be trying to put in place mechanisms to fight Galamsey and all that. But if people, okay, get to know the right institutions to go to ask for information about Galamsey and all that, you see, the distraction to our water bodies, forest cover and all that, okay, that will play a crucial role in the fight against the Galamsey menace. Because public institutions will set up, public officers will set up, because people will come and ask for information about their management of the environment. Go to EPA, ask. Go to the Ministry for Science and Environment, okay?
Forestry Commission.
Yes, Forestry Commission. Ask what they are doing, okay? Get to know the extent of destruction being rigged on the environment. Okay, so when people get empowered this way, they put public institutions to account.
Right.
Okay, and through that we can achieve the transparency we want. Then through this empowerment also, citizens can engage in civic discussion about the problem. Okay, and we push the frontiers of our governance.
Very well.
So it is very crucial. Then the digital era.
True.
That's the second aspect. Okay, digital era, because that is what runs the world now.
Yeah. We can't run away from it.
Yes, we can. We can't, whether we like it or not. That is how information is disseminated. The most effective way we get information. So we at the commission look to ensure that public institutions that are responsible for managing the environment who do what we term as proactive disclosure.
Okay.
Willingly put out as much information
as
about the environment as possible.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Put such information on your social media handles. Put such information on your websites. Okay. So that people can easily access the information. And when people get this information, they can then put you to account.
Wonderful. Now let's look at some of the activities that have been earmarked for the celebration.
Okay, so what we are doing now is one of the activities, media engagement. Okay, so from last 2 weeks, okay, we've been visiting a number of media houses, and we are very grateful to Channel One for giving us this opportunity to engage the public. So the media
public
engagement,
service, so yes, of course.
That's it. See?
Yeah.
So the media engagement is one of the activities. Then next week, Thursday, which is 23rd October, we are having a stakeholder engagement.
Okay.
And we are expecting the president to be in attendance. We are inviting all stakeholders. So I believe Channel One will either you have already received or you will surely receive your invitation. All stakeholders are coming for us to do stock taking. Okay, 5 years of RTIC. We are focusing on the environment. Okay, what have we done right within the 5 years we've been in existence as a commission? What do we need to do? Let's hear from the stakeholders. There will be panel discussions, okay? Tell us how we can improve upon our work. Tell us how the commission's work can be steered towards ensuring the transparency and accountability we all aim for. So that will be for 23rd October. Then 26th October, there will be a Thanksgiving service. Okay, and to thank God for how far He has brought us within the 5 years.
Right.
Then we have a series of activities meant for team bonding, okay, for the staff. Okay, but those activities have been pushed to the end of the year.
Okay, great. So I'm sure by now you've taken into account what the 5 years for you have been like, for which reason, of course, you're going to thank God.
Yes.
But what's the outlook for the next 5 years?
For the next 5 years, let me answer your question this way, Nana. Last 2 years, we launched our 5-year strategic plan.
Oh, okay.
So we are still looking to implement what we aimed at achieving within the next 5 years. So one of those things is building capacity of the staff of the commission. Okay. Then adopting digital tools and ICT tools to facilitate access to information. So you see the digital era we are talking about, and then trying to put in place systems that will make it easy for people not to even walk to public institutions to submit applications for information. Okay, we have all these planned out. Okay, and then we are hoping to get funding to roll out such platforms where people can easily log on, have access to an application process, and then have access to any public institution they want to direct that application process to. We also aimed at, within the 5 years, expanding to at least 5 more regions. And as I said, but for financial constraints, okay, we should have been in 5 more regions by the end of this year. And let me thank the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, which has been magnanimous to give us some of their facilities in 4 regions. So in Sekondi, in Ho, that's the Sekondi for Western, Ho
for Volta.
Yeah, for Volta, Tamale for Northern, and then Koforidua for Eastern. Okay. And the one I said we are ready to move into in Cape Coast. Yes, we rented from Ghana Post. But even with Cape Coast, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation availed for us a space. Although we felt that space wasn't big enough to accommodate us. So we decided then to rent from Ghana Post.
Right. I'll have a few final questions for you, but some messages are coming in. I just want to bring it to your attention, and then we'll see. RTI officers at district and municipal assemblies face resource constraints, limiting the ability to effectively implement the Right to Information law. there should be an established fund to support their activities. This is Amino from Ensawam.
Okay,
now,
let me respond to that.
Briefly.
You see, the law under Section 3 mandates public institutions to have information units headed by information officers. Okay. So that is the responsibility of public institutions. But when the law was passed, even before the commission came into existence, the Information Services Department of the erstwhile Information Ministry, took it upon itself to recruit and train information officers and post them to public institutions. So as we speak now, about 80% or more of the information officers we have in public institutions are staff of the ISD, the Information Services Department. They created an office called the ATI Division, Access to Information Division. So when it comes to of course, there were some public institutions that rejected the information officers trained by the ISD and recruited their own, because the law puts that responsibility on public institutions. So when it comes to the resourcing, the commission can only come in to monitor, and that is what we have been doing, to monitor to ensure that these information units exist in various public institutions, and the public institutions have information officers in place. See, when it comes to lacking the resources to work, we are a bit handicapped there, because we only come in to ensure that your information unit is up to standard. It has the equipment, photocopiers, scanners. You see, this equipment suited for receiving applications and responding to applications, and that there's an information officer. And the commission has been monitoring that.
Very well. My final one to you is on accessibility. Through which channels or mediums can institutions or individuals, access or contact the Right Information Commission?
So we are very active on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. You can get us at RTIC Ghana.
RTIC Ghana.
In small letters, RTIC Ghana. Then on LinkedIn, Right to Information Commission, spelled together.
Right, so I think that's what we're displaying on the screens now.
On LinkedIn, Right to Information Commission. Then our website is there, www.rtic.gov.gh. Then our email is also very active. RTI Commission at rtic.gov.gh.
Very well. Zosu, thank you so much. This has been good. Like I said, public service. We need to put the information out there. We need to educate the public on the Right to Information law and, of course, the activities of the Right to Information Commission. Thank you so much, and we wish you all in the celebration of your 5 years.
Thank you for having us, and we expect to find Channel 1 there on Thursday at the stakeholder engagement.
We'll be there. All right, Stephen Owusu is the head of legal at the Right Information Commission, and he's been helping us with the education, the awareness creation on the Right to Information law, and of course the operations and activities of the Right to Information Commission. It is their 5th year anniversary, and we wish them so well. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it at so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Everywhere,
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smokes and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205 973 973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the greats. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you're actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That was an interesting conversation I just had.
Yeah.
And to know that, I mean, the RTI Commission is able to generate about 4 million cedis from administrative penalties alone.
The West Corporate is the police. And, you know, it came in the news some time ago because, you know, there were issues around some institutions, government agencies refusing to grant, you know, access or information when requests were made. So I wasn't too surprised. And, you know, some of them, it's incriminating information.
Right.
You know, so in the quest to not, you know, as we say it, wash their dirty linen publicly, you know, they tend to rather pay the fine than give our information. And it's problematic because I was saying to one of the team members offset that, see, we need to go beyond just letting them pay. There should be some other punitive measures, right? Because we can't keep hiding information, and it's the taxpayers' money they're using to pay.
Are we able to make them pay and still get the information out of them?
You know, they'd rather pay and not give out the information. So the point is that, well, we are able to generate money that's okay. But going forward, there should be some other punitive measures, you know, so as to get information out. Because there are so many things happening, especially at state agencies, where, you know, it feels like people are just doing what they want, and it's not really national interest stuff. You know, so for me, I think that's for going forward, it's great if we can get them to pay fines, but we need the information more than the fines. You know, so we should find a way to say that you can't consistently keep paying fines. And you see some of these heads of institutions, they don't care because it's not their pocket money. No, you know, it is the taxpayers' money at the end of the day. You know, they'll still find a few things here and there to balance the books, and they are good to go. So, for example, the police, they'll pay the fine because they know when they go on the road as well, they can also get some sports fines here and there. So, at the end of the day, it's like a cycle. Then they are, you know, keeping serious information that is usually public interest, you know. So, for me, I think that's it. They've done in a lot of work since it was launched in, I think, May 2019. I remember very well when President Akufo-Addo, you know, officially or formally made the RTI a commission on its own. And they've come a long way, but it's not enough.
Right.
You know, we shouldn't be complacent in the success story so far.
Right.
We should be seeing more as we go on.
Very well. Okay, so today is Friday, the 17th day of October. We're getting into the trends. And guess what's happening?
Tell me to
That's again at the Uganda.
Yeah, no, you know, I was saying to Eno one time on Saturday when we do Breakfast Daily Weekend that I think as things stand now, he is just about the greatest dancehall act in the country and one of the greatest musicians overall.
I would agree with you in parts.
Top three.
Yeah, I would agree with you in parts because
in
you
parts.
see,
Oh,
in parts.
You have
because
to agree.
No, I agree with you in parts, not entirely in parts, because you see, I mean, you got to give it to the man. It is not easy to stay relevant in this industry that they find themselves in, and for someone who got lost for about a decade.
And came back.
Rebranded, and is able to stay relevant, stay consistent. If you like, as I know that Samuel Bedu will put it, consistently inconsistent for this period. No, Shatta is the man.
Do you feel like the controversies he quoted for himself in some instances helped in the relevance of staying, or in the process of staying relevant all through these years?
Listen, it's showbiz.
There's nothing like bad publicity.
No. Bad press is still press.
No, but he went overboard sometimes.
Yes, but that's the niche he carved for himself. And that is the reason why he is loved by those who loved him.
At the point, there used to be professionals for Shatta Wale. You know, I mean, there was a group of people who loved his music and his brand so much. They came together to try and polish him. But no, it's a street crown.
No, he wears it and he wears it proudly. And that's why we love him. Shatta Wale, Charles Niyama Mensah Jr. Happy birthday, Shatta Wale. You know, we appreciate you so much. You be the guy. You see, I love it when he goes live and he says, Badman. Hey, that thing kills me. Badman. No, Badman, you are a true Badman. You understand? This one, some party for happen for Kingston, Jamaica, you know, for sit with vibes. You know, in the yardy. You understand?
What you say will be your favorite Shatta Wale #1 song and Shatta Wale moment?
Shatta Wale #1 song. He has so many songs, it's difficult to choose.
Like but some of them, I don't even think he remembers some of his own songs.
But I think now it's the streets crown. I mean, it's so uplifting. It's inspirational. And if you like, it's a direct contrast from the Shatta we know. And so for him to drop that one in and for it to make the waves it is making without or with little or no effort at all.
Globally actually.
I think it's an amazing
If you go to TikTok, people from Manila in the Philippines, people in all sorts of places, right? Faraway European countries, Moldova, like they're all like jamming to the song.
See,
and that's quite surprising.
That's what I say about him. He's like, he's your typical Ifebu Tanshiokwe.
You can't help it.
He has this magnetic force, whether you like it or not. He attracts you. You get it. He will pull you into the fold, whether you like him or not. And that's Shatta Wale. That's his gift, and nobody can take it away from him. And so, I mean, on this day where he celebrates his 40th, the big 40, his first day.
Is 40.
Today is day 1 on the 4th floor.
Is it music age or it is?
Why? Are you doubting the man?
40. Wait, so he's 40.
Well, how old do you think he is?
No, but so he went off radar for a decade, according to you. No, 40 there. You shut up now, you can't tell us the age. I need to hear it from his own mouth before I'll be at peace. Because that would mean that so he's been on the scene at least when he brought Dancehall King.
Shatta has done like 20 years in music, or 25 years.
So he started about 10 years. So let's be like plain and trying. When he brought Dancehall King.
This was somewhere 98.
No, Dancehall King, no, that was quite recent. Dancehall King in the whole Ghana. It was Bandana.
Oh no, Bandana from Ghana.
That was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Then you said he went off the radar for like a 10 years, a decade, right? And came back with Dancehall King. Dancehall King is like, if I'm not mistaken, like 2011, 2012. That's how many years ago? About,
about 13 years ago.
13 years ago. So, plus another 10 years. So it means that he did Bandana at what age? 20 or 18?
Which is okay.
Oh, Tufma.
Which is very okay.
I'm not seeing the maths. I have to find X.
You suspect he's 50,
Oh!
Or approaching 50.
But he looks young for 40, actually. That's the thing. I think he's probably older than 40, but looks sometimes young. You see the picture on the screen? Like,
but this picture has been touched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This one too?
This one has also been touched. But you see, he takes care of himself. That's the thing.
I sure.
So he will live long, this man.
We pray so. I need him long enough.
No, Shatta has to live long.
We need him. More as much as he needs us, we also need him. So
we can't lose Shatta Wale. We need him, Charlie. He needs to keep the industry vibrant. You understand?
My first row up close with Shatta Wale was an interview out on Traffic Avenue with Jessica. When he came and they asked Shatta any question, he's like, "Oh, God will take care of me." Like, like Charlie, what Shatta?
And he has strong faith in God. He's a very religious guy as well.
He comes across as such.
Yeah. I will love him, Charlie. Wale, for life.
Wish him
for life. You understand? All right, I think some people are also wishing him online. Let's check out some of the comments and, of course, what people have been saying about Shatta Wale. Someone is, Jude, this question is for you. How old is Shatta Wale?
Charlie, I think he needs to come. No, see, for real, I think he needs to come out and dispel the rumor. Yeah, he should tell us.
We should call Sammy Flex live. Maybe
he should bring his birth certificate.
Wale, forget the age. For life is for life. You understand?
And Salamat, puts it best in this tweet. He says, "Happy birthday, Ken. We love you." And I'm sure he speaks for a lot of people. Prince the Creator with the handle at Prince GH also tweets, says, "Happy birthday to the king of the streets, Shatta Wale GH." SOG Nyame also says, "Long live the king." I'm sure there will be like a full-blown party of a sort. Somewhere in Nima.
And then, of course, there's a Shatta Fest also happening.
When is that?
I need to. Tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow, I think. This will be where? Independence Square.
Yeah.
Free concert.
Shatta.
Yo, we need the front row. You understand? Because me, they will come and jam. I wear a red, gold, green. It will be a knitted singlet. You understand? So I can relate to the iris.
There's something, about Shatta Wale and like the spontaneity. He doesn't need to force it.
That's what I'm saying. The guy is effortless. He's a natural.
For example, when he was arrested at Yoko, there was a whole concert of a sort. And people didn't even need to see him, but we're having fun.
Charlie.
I think recently went to a sister station for an interview, and people got hint of the interview, and they just massed up in their numbers, and they were playing his music, chanting his name.
Listen, the man endears to his fans. He has this sort of appeal that you can't take away from him. Remember his interview in Adabraka some years back?
Yeah, the Jessica one I'm referring
to.
So
people just started passing up at the station, and then he had to go on top of the building, and he did his thing. You understand? He was throwing money everywhere.
He transcends sports. When the recent Black Stars game, it was literally his music. The DJ used in bringing the crowd alive.
Listen,
in politics, Mahama Pepa was like a banger. Like 2016, it was impossible to mount a stage for government at the time and not jam to a song. In showbiz, his feature with Beyonce, I think, is the biggest collaboration we've seen from this country in a long time. He is the guy.
He's a resource that, if you like, state actors, political actors need to study and harness to their own good.
But you see, sometimes, no, I say.
That's what I'm saying. Study and harness. You harness the thing, polish it, and then you deploy same. Because it's force of attraction.
Yeah.
Listen, radio has convening power, right?
Yeah.
Shatta has more than that.
For real.
Shatta has been picked up by Hiyoko. And it's a full-blown carnival in front of Hiyoko.
Can you imagine?
He didn't have to do anything.
Sometimes,
you get it.
You can't predict which Shatawale will show up. You can't really predict which part of him will show up.
Which other Shatawale?
By the way,
we love him.
We love him like
Wale!
that. I think he's the greatest. I'm sure I'll get some slacks for this, but I think by far he's the greatest dancehall musician in the country, and that's on period.
Right. Big shouts to the man, Charles Nyama Mensah Jr. Shatawale. Happy birthday to you. Live long, King. Salute. All right.
Amazing. Tufo, it's also, we discussed it briefly in the news review, but right now we have a new political party.
Yeah.
UP. UP Plus.
Sir Alan John Kwadwo Kyerematen. UP. United Party.
A lot of people are talking because they feel like, does this really answer the duopoly conundrum we face in this country, where, like you rightly alluded to in the news review, it's almost like an 8-year cycle. One comes in, the next comes, but we are not seeing significant, reforms needed for democracy and governance. So many are asking, might this new party be the answer to all the major issues we face?
Right. Now, so this rebranding, was there an announcement of new colors, a new symbol, or are we still going with the Afrafranto, the butterfly, and the yellow color? What is happening? Because I saw a lot of yellow there yesterday.
The yellow still remains largely, so that is their color.
Right.
The butterfly is largely unchanged. They have a new song. It's the song that I wanted them to sing again because it was so Charlie.
Are they going to adopt Kwadwo and choose Afrafranto?
No, they have, I think, their own anthem.
Very well.
But Nana, can you guess the number of political parties in the country?
No, I haven't taken stock.
It is because there's so many of them that it's impossible to, and there's not been a significant moment where 1/3 party or like a third force has been able to hold on to, so again, a lot of people are saying that, see, it's just another, because you've seen the PPP, for example, and in fact, if you recall, at the time, Indu maybe had so much force, and pull power than we are seeing now. But how did they end? So if it's usually, and I like, to be fair, the way Movement of Change this time around have decided to like decentralize the power. So they have a formidable chair, they have a general secretary, they have a communications director. See, I've been trying to get a representative from their party on the Big Issue show. I spoke to their general secretary and he's like, see, everything will need to pass through the communications director. Right. So they're trying to build structure, but there are always 3 issues that come up when there's a political party. The man, the moment and the machine.
Yeah.
I think the man is obviously Alan. The moment, I'm not sure that with everything, no, there's still a honeymoon phase for this government.
Right.
So a lot of people are not really,
and that's the argument some people make, that it's early days yet. Perhaps they should have put the machine in motion before thinking of the moment. That if they garner all the resources they need, do the groundwork, get the party base up and running. You get it? Start whipping up enthusiasm, and of course, getting some support, canvassing some fans, party faithful across the country. Then they can think about the right moment to officially launch the party, or if like declare the rebranding. So you see that now it looks like the moment has overtaken the machinery, which most people are aligned to.
Exactly. That is so spot on from you.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking same in trying to analyze what the situation is. But of course, a lot of people are sharing their opinion on this.
Yeah.
And Big Asamoah 85 with the handle tweets and says, in my humble opinion, use the money to give all these people, or use the money you will give all these people to create jobs for the youth.
Okay.
Clearly not really enthused with the idea of creating the
Uncle
party.
Abbas tweeting as at Isaaku Abbas 12 says, so they can't just name it the Butterfly Party of Ghana, BPG.
So the UP name, it's important. They need to attract.
If you see Butterfly Party of Ghana on the ballot paper, will you vote?
No, but I would have voted if it was Afrafranto. like Charlie, the name of the party is Alpha Franto. You know, like,
maybe a party with a local name, a Ghanaian name, perhaps might make a difference.
Yeah, you know, endear to people more.
I like this. At Jake Abednego tweets and says he has pivoted. Nice.
Yeah.
You think he has?
Yeah,
Alan
there's
has?
see, if
As
there was,
for the man, it's not in question.
Yeah, if there was any doubt about whether or not he was going to come back to the MPP, I think this finally settles it.
Yeah.
Lamte Edmond also says we wishing the United Party well. And also Obidan, so donate the money to the very needy one. God will bless you. Clearly not enthused with the idea. And finally, Tina Odam says really doesn't want to go for 2028. Well,
You'll be there. You'll be there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's what time will allow us for the big trending issues that have dominated your social media platform. It's now time for the video of the day. Let's take a look at it.
Charlie.
The Atasa, they mean what?
So Atasa is actually the name of a person.
Oh, really?
Who actually scored a last-minute goal in a match.
In Ghana here?
So an excited football fan
just
running to
shouting.
cheer Atasa on out of excitement sounded this way. Atasa! 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 So all this is cheers for Atasa. Fans
I
for
thought it was
Atasa.
like some, regional, West African thing.
Atasa, who Obiba JK style? You remember Obiba JK? You want to score some winning goal in some match.
You have to look for Atasa for Black Stars.
We need to find Atasa.
Yeah, the way things are going so way. Anyway,
Right.
That's what time will allow us for our trends and of course our video of the day. There's still a lot more exciting stuff we have for you right here on Breakfast Daily.
Michael Adangba is still in the building and he is with his Jongo Warriors.
The Jongo Warriors.
The Jongo Warriors.
At this point, we are co-opted members of the Jongo Warriors band.
You understand?
So they'll take it over now with yet another exciting performance. And we'll come back to pick his mind on a few things. Don't go away.
Wanna
fall in love all over again. Me power some to do. Bibia, yeah, me pedo. Minim some bebre na pemi, na so na mayiwo. Nyento nyeloloto. Awo nyaji, ismo boye. Minim some baby a wowa, na so meji wati abawo. I love you from the first time. I set my eyes on you. I love you from the first time. I set my eyes on you. I love you from the first man on man. Wakana, Matima Bota. Sela Sola, Muma Boma Suripua. The way you did, I never seen man like you. I go follow you there. Make them call me Mumu. Didi, Riti. Them say you dey chop my money. I know they fear me. Sape say you can see her. They are no ye man who for change you. Didi, Riti. The way you did, I never see one like you. I go follow you there. Make them call me Mumu. Them say they chop my money. I know they care me them talk. Sape say you can see her. They are no ye man who for change you. Let's go. The way you did. Napo. Thank you. Thank you.
After that really breathtaking performance, it's only right that we listen to the band, what they have to say to us regarding this really excellent, and guys, I must say, Charlie, solid performance. Amazing. So we've been joined by, one of the team leads from the band to share with us, insights into this record label, what their next plans are, and you know how often we'll be hearing from them, you know, going forward. Thank you so much, and welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you.
You know, when I saw you initially, I thought you were going to also sing, but I realized you were doing a lot of backstage stuff. Making sure that everything, you know, works well.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, they've wondered why a band of this nature with all of this quality would have warriors attached to it. See, when I saw the name initially, I thought it was like a football team.
Okay.
You know, so talk us through the name, how it came about, and how you brought together this really talented group of individuals.
Okay, I think the Jongo is a language of the Upper East region.
Okay.
And it's for the Kassina people.
Okay.
And then it's a dance traditionally performed. And the reason why the warriors is added is that it is a dance that is performed when you need to be fit and sound.
Wow.
Because the moves itself, when you are not strong and sound, you will not be able to perform it. That's how come the warrior is added to the Jongo.
So Kassina Nankana, right? That's the name of the district.
Exactly, Kassina Nankana.
I've been there before.
Okay.
That was many years ago, I think 2015, for a geography field trip. Yeah. It's a really nice place, you know. The people there were really welcoming.
Yeah.
They had a lot of like warmth, you know, they were eager to explain things to you and all of that. So that's how come the name came about.
Exactly. Talking about the North, I think we are the most friendly and lovely people and welcoming as well, as you rightly said. We have diverse cultures, but it's a hub of diverse cultures that is on tap. It's kind of like it's been left out or neglected. And I think Caxton Record has really come behind that to let the world and Ghana see the beauty and then the authenticity of culture in the northern part of Ghana.
Interesting. So you are trying to use the power of music to bring together community.
Exactly.
And how has that experience been for you so far?
So far, it has been good. We've tried to partner with other organizers like GTA when they organize Panafest and
That's
Emancipation.
the Ghana Tourism Authority.
Ghana Tourism Authority, when they organize Panafest and Emancipation, our record label was key, providing the music, stage trust. I think you need to have some videos and then you can
show it on our
acquaint
TV,
yourself with it.
We'll do that.
We have quality products that we want to use it to activate and promote culture in the country and then beyond.
So you're using music as a tool to promote culture.
Exactly.
Interesting. Do you have like music put out? Do you have like singles you've performed on social media, on streaming platforms?
As for music, Adamba is a part of the record label, and he's even the sole artist for now on the record label, and he has a whole lot of songs that many people have not heard of.
Yeah.
And I think this is a platform. I believe the songs that they've performed here, it's new to a lot of people. Because many people know him in the political arena.
Yeah.
They don't know that he does quality music more than the political songs that people are aware of.
Interesting.
So this is what we want to. And there are a whole lot of brilliant or potentials in the North.
Yeah.
It's just that there are certain kind of factors that is not making us...
It's inhibiting that,
exactly,
that coming out.
To be exposed.
I think this interview is all part of it, right? So this platform is also a way to show the world, you know, what you're made of in terms of music. The Northern Business Fair is coming up pretty shortly next week at the Tamale Stadium. And I know as a band, you are more than ready, you know, to take the stage for this really important event. Tell me about your preparations towards the Northern Business Fair, where this super band will be.
I think this Northern Business Fair, I must first of all thank Channel One TV, those who came up with this plan.
Yeah, management.
Who came out with this plan to kind of like have that fair in the northern region. Like I said, the North has been neglected for far too long. And for them to even come with this idea, I think I must commend them. And it is part of Capstone Records' agenda to deliberately support anything that has to do with the North, be it culture, tradition, business. We have a lot that I would even say that is the Garden Eden of Ghana.
Oh, really?
It's just that we
Upper
kind of
West, Upper East, or
not Upper
or the
East,
5
they're
northern regions.
all put together.
Is the Garden of Eden?
Yes,
of Ghana.
But it's just that it's been neglected.
Yeah.
Because this Northern Fair, Business Northern Fair, is a game changer that I think if management really put more effort and sustain it, it will help bring out a lot of business opportunities,
Interesting.
and then innovations,
Wow.
and then it will also open up to the youth to take up certain initiatives that they were or they are thinking would not be marketable. And it's a big platform, Channel One TV, for them to showcase whatever that they have. And we, as a record label, having seen the potential of it, we think it is important we come on board. That's why we are coming on board to support with our sound systems, together with the team that we want to spice the whole area, so that
no, I like that.
you feel like this is home.
Yeah.
The hospitality that I'm talking about is not by words, but you see
it's
it by action.
deeds and action.
Exactly.
I know, I like that. So,
Exactly.
you know, when you go to Central Region, there's a school, the Holy Child, they say acta non verba.
Okay.
You know, and
No.
it is action.
Exactly.
You know, I can't say agronoform.
that
So,
is it.
guys, if you want to explore and see the business of music, like you rightly said, there's so much power, you know, in using music to bring community together and to also, you know, showcase the culture of a wonderful group of people. All that and more will be happening at the Northern Business Fair, which is happening at the Tamale Sports Stadium.